and welcome back to Homemade Mama 4 Times. I actually recorded this video yesterday and realized I recorded my phone the wrong way. So I'm going to try this again. And this is my happy planner that I actually made myself. This is an old happy planner cover. And then these are these are like the mini rings, but these are the regular mid-size rings that come with the happy regular size planner, and I have to have the big rings, so I just repurposed those. And then I bought the budget planner inserts. So here we go. Now my savings goal personally for me is $200, and that's to go towards gifts, anything extra we need, anything like that. The month of January, I'm not able to save anything because all our income is going to have to go towards medical bills and a couple other bills we have to pay off. So we'll see as the year goes on if I actually make that happen. So let's see at the end of this mason jar what I actually save. Okay, and now we're going to look at a month in glance. And I'm going to see if I can zoom in here a little bit. There we go. So for mortgage and rent, and actually we pay our mortgage, so when we budget out for it, we've already paid January's, and we budget out in December. So this is an actual budget out for February in January's income. Now $1,350 is not what our mortgage is. That is more than what our mortgage is, but that is what we like to pay. We like to pay extra to try to pay it down quicker. Our phone is $165. We still have money that we owe on our phones, which will be paid off in October. But after we get some of these medical bills paid off, I'm going to look how much we owe on our phones, and hopefully you can see that in the next month or two of that being paid off. And then electricity, in a month that it's really cold or really hot and we're using our furnace a lot. Sorry about that. Cat was in the Christmas tree. Okay, so in a month that we're using our furnace a lot, I accidentally almost put 200, but it's 300 that we budget out, and that is for a high month. We do not have gas to the house. Water and sewage, we like to budget out 100. It's been lower than that. It's been about 80. And we don't have cable, so I put internet in this spot. We need to have internet because my husband works from home. We stream a lot of TV and that kind of sort of thing. So 90 is what our internet is. Maintenance. And with maintenance, we don't always spend money on the house, but when we do, it's sometimes more than 200 and sometimes less than 200. I just did 200 as an average. Netflix is 14, and household, I buy $200 worth of household items for us. And we are a family of 6. We do not have any car loans. We don't use public transportation. We budget out $600 a month, and that is even for maintenance. And when we have to change the oil or the cars need new tires, we take it out of that. Our home insurance is taken out of our mortgage. Our health and life insurance is taken out of my husband's paycheck. So on our car insurance for 3 vehicles, because we have a truck my husband used for working on the house, and then each one of us has a car, and our vehicles are not worth very much. I think I looked on Kelley Blue Book, and his was worth more than my car, and that was pushing like $1,900, and that is our vehicle's values. We are the car he drives to work has about 230,000 miles on it. The car I drive is about 5,000 till it hits 200,000, and then my husband's truck, it's really old. It just gets to the home improvement store and back, and to the dump, and we paid $1,500 for that truck, and we are putting some money into it to make it drivable, and we paid cash for that. Then for food, we spend $600 a month on groceries. We do not eat out. If we do eat out, we take it out of our spending, which I'll get to in a little bit. And then medical, I ended up whiting it out because I was actually off on my number. I'm waiting for one more bill to come in, and it's probably gonna be a little over $1,000 that we owe in medical. And the way I did it, I'm hoping we might not be able to this month like I thought, because our income was supposed to go up a little bit this month, but it doesn't look like it's going to. So medical might have to be pushed off into next month also. Then taxes, federal and state is taken out of my husband's paycheck, and property taxes is paid with our mortgage. Now on to personal care. Medicine for everybody is $150 a month. I have not going to get my haircut or the kids' haircut this month. Kids don't need shoes, clothes, or anything like that, so I did not budget any personal care for any of us. Spending, we put aside $50 per paycheck, $25 for my husband, $25 for me. We can use that if we need to do something with the kids, if we want to go out to eat, that sort of thing. So it comes out to $100. We have 2 personal loans, and together they come to $375. My husband's student loan is $225, and my student loan is $152. And then $600 for tithe. Now we're over to, this debt actually needs to be paid. That's why it's at the top, because that one definitely needs to get paid. And then after that, we're going to go down to the medical, and I'm going to pay off lowest to biggest, and there is a spot there because there is another medical bill that would be about at least $400 that'll be coming in. My goal is to be debt-free by 2021. I actually would rather be debt-free by 2020 or 2020 and a half. This kind of shows you that we have a private loan that's almost 5 and gives you about the time frame that I'd like to have it paid off. And that's the order those go in. The private loan and my student loan actually need to be flip-flopped. When I first wrote this out, I had my husband's spreadsheet had the 2 private loans together, so it looked like it was a bigger number. So actually, private loan should be 12 months, and I should be 18 months. I actually did not go in and fix that. Now that I see that, but I'll go in and get it fixed. And these are some ones we went this year. We grill out all the time. My husband's grill actually pooped out on us last season. So I'd like to get him one. On low end, one will be $50. On a high end of the one I actually want to get him is $300. But depending on how we're doing on our debt and that kind of thing will depend on how much we can actually spend. We're redoing the garage right now, and we have to, there's some stuff that we actually have to get done on it. And one is a garage heater, and the other thing I did not put on here is surveillance cameras. A couple of things have happened around our house, and I told him that we need to get surveillance cameras up, and for us to do that, my husband has to have it'll be easier to have the garage completely gutted like it is now, for him to run wires like he wants to. I did not put that on here because he hasn't told me how much of one, which I need to put it on here so I can kind of see how much it is and try to save for it. And also a garage heater, because my husband does do 90% of the house repairs in our house, and sometimes it's during the winter and it gets cold. So I'd like to get him a garage heater. It's about $400, but after taxes and stuff, it'll probably be about $500. And then we do need a leaf blower. We have quite a bit of yard with trees surrounding our house. For the last 3.5 years, we've been raking between me and my husband, and we are both just purely exhausted from raking. So that was one thing we talked about this year, was next fall we'd like to get a leaf blower, and I'm averaging at about 100. It might be more than that because I think the ones he's probably going to be looking at are probably going to be a little bit more expensive, because we want something that's going to be reliable and be pretty powerful for our yard. So again, thank you for looking at, I don't think there's anything after this. I think it just goes into January. Yeah, okay, so this goes into January, and I have not filled out the spaces yet of when bills are due. I actually put that my husband gets paid 3 times this month, That is not true because he actually gets paid on Fridays, but our bank puts it on Thursdays. So when I was doing my own budgeting in my head, I had stickers on Thursdays, and that ended up being 3 paychecks this month, which is not true. So I actually need to fix that. But hopefully by January 1st, I can upload a video of more detail of when I'm going to be paying bills and whatnot, and how I'm budgeting with our envelope systems, how I buy our food, all that fun stuff. So thank you so much for being with me and watching this. Make sure that I record our journey so I can look back on this, and I hope I'm encouraging others, and I really hope I find other viewers out there that are trying to get debt free or trying to live on a budget, and they encourage me just like I want to encourage you, and we can all encourage each other together in this journey. So thank you for watching, and I hope you all have a blessed new year and a happy 2019 to everybody. Thank you. Bye.